All right, today we are diving deep into one of the biggest stories in modern media, the story of Jimmy Donaldson. You know him as MrBeast. We're going to break down the exact formula that took him from just some kid in his room to a global phenomenon.
It's the ultimate question, right? Every creator on the planet wants to know the answer. But what we're about to see is that his journey wasn't about luck. It wasn't one viral video. No, it was a system, a formula, built on pure obsession that completely rewrote the rules. So let's get into it.
Just to give you a sense of the scale we're talking about, look at this number. As of 2025, that's how many subscribers he has on his main channel alone. That is more people than the entire population of most countries on Earth. So how on earth did he get here?
Okay, let's go all the way back to the beginning. Jimmy Donaldson, born in 1998. And like a lot of kids his age, he was completely fascinated with YouTube. So at just 13 years old, he decided, hey, I'm going to do that. And he started his own channel.
He called it MrBeast 6000. And his first videos were, pretty much what you'd expect at the time. A little Minecraft, some other gaming videos, stuff like that. But here's the most important part of this early story. Basically, no one was watching. This was the total opposite of an overnight success.
Actually, his story starts with a long, tough grind. We're talking 5 straight years of making videos for a tiny audience. But he wasn't just, throwing stuff out there and hoping for the best. He was studying. He was learning.
And this timeline really shows you the obsession. For 5 years, with almost 0 views to show for it, he was putting in 8 to 10 hours a day. But he wasn't just making videos. He was taking YouTube apart, piece by piece, analyzing every title, every thumbnail, every viral video to figure out how the algorithm actually worked.
And he said it perfectly himself with this quote: he didn't treat YouTube like a hobby. He treated it like his major. He was literally reverse engineering success while everyone else was just crossing their fingers and hoping to go viral.
So, after 5 years of this intense, focused work, his big break finally came in 2017. And it came from a completely ridiculous idea that would change his life, and honestly, YouTube itself, forever.
This was it. A video of him just counting. All the way to 100,000. It took him 40 hours to do it. The whole idea was so absurd, so pointless, and so incredibly difficult that you just had to click on it. It was this crazy feat of endurance that finally caught fire and gave him his first real taste of a massive audience.
And Jimmy knew right away he'd found something special with this outlandish but real idea. So he went all in, basically creating a whole new genre of videos built around these insane challenges. He wasn't just talking about doing things, he was actually doing them and showing people stuff they'd never ever seen before.
But the crazy challenges were just one part of the magic. The next piece of the puzzle was the financial strategy that turned his channel from a viral hit into an absolute juggernaut. This, right here, is the core of the MrBeast formula.
This one simple idea is the engine that powers his entire world. See, most creators would take their earnings and cash out. But Jimmy saw every dollar he made not as profit, but as fuel. It was just seed money for the next video, which had to be bigger and crazier than the last.
And here's how that turns into this incredibly powerful loop. Step 1, make a viral video. Step 2, that video makes money from ads and sponsors. Step 3, and this is the key, reinvest 100% of it. That leads directly to step 4, make an even bigger, more insane video, which gets even more views and makes even more money. It's a snowball effect, getting bigger and bigger, powered entirely by his own content.
And that reinvestment loop didn't just grow his main channel. It gave him the capital to build a whole media and business empire that goes way, way beyond just one YouTube account.
So he started launching other channels, each hitting a different audience. He has a gaming channel, a reacts channel, one for shorts, and even a dedicated channel for his charity work. And then he went global, dubbing his videos into other languages, like his massive Spanish channel. And then there's everything outside of YouTube. He launched Feastables, his own chocolate and snack company, MrBeast Burger, a huge virtual restaurant franchise, and of course, Beast Philanthropy, the nonprofit that takes his giveaway videos and scales them up to do massive good in the world.
And the results of all this? Well, they pretty much speak for themselves. He's the #1 YouTuber in the world by subscribers. His annual income is well over $100 million. Time magazine named him one of the most influential people on the planet, and his charity work just keeps getting bigger, with huge projects planned for 2025.
When you add it all up,
His estimated net worth, according to Forbes, is somewhere between $600 and $700 million. It's just a staggering amount of money, and it's proof that his formula works at an unbelievable scale.
But okay, after looking at all the numbers and the businesses, what's the real secret here? What's the one thing that's actually driving this whole empire? Well, it turns out it's actually pretty simple.
According to Jimmy himself, it all comes down to these two goals. One, an obsession with making the absolute best videos anyone can make. And two, a real, genuine desire to use his money and his platform to help people. So if we boil the entire MrBeast formula down, these are the 6 key ingredients. You've got constant innovation, always pushing the boundaries, total reinvestment of every penny. Authenticity, what you see is what you get. More than a decade of just relentless, nonstop hard work, building an incredible team around him. And at the very center of it all, empathy, this drive to actually make a difference. And that's the big lesson here. His story proves that success in this new economy isn't about getting lucky. It's about building a system. It's about hard work, smart thinking, and giving your audience something they just can't get anywhere else.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. We always talk about successful people getting lucky. But when you look at a story like this, you have to ask, maybe luck is just what we call it when years of obsessive creativity and insane hard work finally pay off.